Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear Muslim brothers and sisters, welcome again to another investing analysis on Halal Portfolio's YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you don't miss anything that we do here. Okay, so as you know, our mission is to empower all Muslims around the world with technical analysis lessons and also a community of Muslim traders. So everyone can learn and do the same and make profit, inshallah, the same way that I do. Now, let's go and see how the market is doing in general, and let's see what we have done in the past days. First of all, let's go this time start with let's go and see Bitcoin. Anyways, Bitcoin is the first thing that matters to us. So as you can see, we had a take profit order here in Bitcoin, and through that time Bitcoin did come lower, but we didn't take any entry here. The reason is that instead I gave you another signal which was on Ethereum. So if you're still holding Bitcoin, it's fine. If you have been taking profits, that also fine. Bitcoin is very much strong and it can keep on going up, but in order to make a little bit more profit, not always Bitcoin is a good play while we're trading, but obviously for the long term and for stacking and putting money in somewhere, it is a very, very good thing, and you shouldn't be always trading Bitcoin. Okay, so that was that, and I was expecting for Bitcoin to reach here, which it hasn't, and it might not because it gained a support from this level, and instead of Bitcoin we got into other coins, and I'm going to show you very much soon. You can see that we still have a resistance here. We still have another line of resistance right at the beginning of this zone, which is here at around 17,000 to 18,000. Once this level is taken out, what can you do is you should wait for something like this, then we can expect higher levels of reaching the stop in Bitcoin. Otherwise, what can possibly happen is it will keep on coming up, hit this zone, then start falling back to this zone. So be aware that it can happen. That's how supply and demand works. When people are in profit, they take profit and the price comes down. You need to be aware of what you're doing. Okay, let's go and see Ethereum and how we have positioned ourselves. So previously, if you remember, we were in this consolidation box, which I gave everyone signal around these prices to buy, which went perfect, and we had a good run in Ethereum up to 11%, which in here I was waiting for the price to just go a little bit up, but you see as Bitcoin came down, like always, it brings everything back down. So you need to be taking profits. This level wasn't I wasn't expecting from this level to come down, but I was expecting something like this to happen. So what we did was we actually had our stop loss right here below this zone, that if this is taken out, we will get out. So let's see again, how did our profit go? 9%, which is still fine. Now what we did was we waited for the price to come back and fall to this level. Instead of losing all our profits, we got out here, and we are now repositioned ourselves back in this resistance, which is so beautiful, you have no idea. It's just following the book, nothing too crazy. You can see all these resistances that were taken out by this breakout, and now we are going to inshallah go back like this. That's what I'm expecting. So the levels that you need to be looking at is one, this level, which was important because we lost it and it was perfectly retested. We fell to this level, so reaching back to these levels is the take profit level. If broken, then you will see this 4,750 level, then the same way. So have this roadmap in your mind, and if you would be trading, do it like this. And disclaimer to you again, this is absolutely not a financial advice. If you already know technical analysis, do your own diligence, take the trades according to that. But if you don't know and if you're a beginner, we teach that for $33 a month. The whole course is there. You can join it through joinhalalportfolio.com, or you can go to wap.com/halalportfolio. The links will be in the description. Okay, so this is ETH BTC, and what I can see is um, why that Bitcoin Ethereum is not gaining momentum is because you can see that this level is lost somehow, but we are still, if we just put it right here, it hasn't. Okay, so maybe my level was a little bit higher. So let's see at the line chart, it aligns perfectly. It still hasn't broken yet, but it can. Well, if it does, then Ethereum might go a little bit lower, enter this zone, like completely enter here, then climb back up again. So there's nothing to absolutely worry here. Our stop loss is just 1%, just in case something like this happens, you will get out. Otherwise, you don't. You will get out if you see a breakout here, then a retest, then it will be a continuation. Otherwise, if you see a wick, then a climb up, then you're gonna stay because we will go back up and it would be just a fake out. Solana, on the other hand, you can see that there is absolutely no zone here in Solana. That's why we didn't buy it, and it could still get rejected from this zone to come back to this level that I was previously looking at, because this is a major level that was broken, and we want this to come here so it can also align with this trend line that we have. Then it's a very good place to buy a large amount of Solana that we have already taken profit and sold here. We made our position half. Students in the community, they know how we trade this. So if you want to join, you can join and it will be up to you. But for the public, you need to learn how we do things. So we haven't bought Solana. We still have the same position that we have. Nothing too crazy here for Solana. It can go up, but this range, it's not so much profitable for me. Now I need it to really come down to this level, then look at how much profit it can give us at that time. It's 13%, but from here, which it went, so how did it go up from here? It is a level, but in 1 hour you can see that there is a demand in 1 hour chart, which is not satisfying for me. It's really not as good as it should have been, so I didn't get into this one, because if Solana loses, it will lose big and it will lose hard and crash down, and it will be taken all of our profit plus fall down 11%. So I'm still thinking there is a level here for Solana to take it back down. If it's broken, then it's good, then it can go up from here and continue going higher. Otherwise, I am good. I have some Solana, that's fine. Sol BTC rejected from here. We were expecting this, so if it comes down around here, which will take Solana to 117-20 dollars, then we will position ourselves there. Same for Sol Ethereum. Well, it really looks strong against Ethereum. Maybe we should expect Solana to hold that level if you see this chart, but again, we will stick to what is our plan. Whatever happens, we are ready for all the scenarios. Okay, so Dogecoin. Dogecoin, as you know, I always don't take this above the zone run as a place that I should have been kept at, or because we never know that if the price truly goes up higher than that, and it can always come back down. So what we do is we take profit and the major level, which is here, supply level, we took profit at 0.28, and let's see how that went. So this was our take profit level right here, which you can't see anything, but then the price went up just a little bit more, around 8%, which is a good percentage. Where we just took 20% of our Dogecoin out of the market here. Okay, so what it did was it did come back down around 9%, and we positioned ourselves back at these 26 level price, which now it's trying to go back up, and this level is much better than the level that Solana is holding. That's why we get into Dogecoin. But again, I still see a level here in Dogecoin that needs to be taken out before we reposition ourselves. And if we see a good run up above this, then we can expect 30 cents, even 34 cents in Dogecoin, because Dogecoin at this time in the market is very, very much strong. So we need to look at that. And if you see this level of 24 is still expected if Bitcoin comes to 12,000, which is this level. It will take everything down, including Solana and all. But since we are in Ethereum and Doge, I don't expect that quick drop. So it will give us a point to exit and break even, just in case something happens and we go lower. But yeah, that's all. Okay, so you see that Dogecoin against Bitcoin, this resistance was not taken out. That's why Bitcoin is now performing, not Dogecoin. But again, once this is taken out, we have a lot of room to go higher, maybe even up to these levels. So these are the two levels you need to be looking at. This is actually against BTC, so against USD it will be around these levels of 30 to 40 cents. Let's see how it will do here. And same for, you can see that I have drawn these months ago because we were waiting, and it's so obvious. If you know price levels and supply and demand, you can always find these levels and be prepared for whatever scenario it happens. So we were correct when we got out into got out from Dogecoin, because this is never expected. Those are fake outs. We don't trade that. We don't want to trade uncertainty. We take the highest probabilities here. So let's see how this will go. It might just come back down. And why did I remove this? It should be here. Okay. Now, we saw how all the coins did. Now it's time to go see how US dollar is doing, and is that really indicating that the price would go up? Because in 1 or 2 days we have the Fed meeting, which you can already see that Dixie, that I was telling you since forever, here, all of this, these levels, this level that was broken, you can go and fact check all of them through my videos, that US dollar needs to fall down. And we know why it needs to fall down, because of how they print money. Okay, so keep an eye on these levels. Once we reach here, it will again strengthen itself, but for now you can see that it keeps breaking all the levels against all the other currencies, and especially these pen bars that we took. I told you it needs to break lower, which it did. Now we can just remove these, they're irrelevant. Come and take a look at this. Nothing changed here. We are reaching a level of support. Once this is taken out, you can see lower and lower levels, and as long as we are holding this, which is a major level, the price should keep falling down. This is how you can see the bigger picture of how we analyze US dollar against all the other currencies. You can see these parabolic runs are over they can't help it, but unfortunately, if they would want to fix this, there would be just war. I know I might sound like conspiracy theorists, but unfortunately, that's how it looks like. If they want to fix this, there would be war. But there's also another solution that they're trying lately is to buy Bitcoin. So they can just keep this fall and they buy Bitcoin and we all would get rich, inshallah, from that. And they know this is because if they don't buy the global money, someone else will go and buy it. That's why they want to be doing it first so they can fix their debt issue. And take a look at this one. This is US dollar against Canadian dollar. It's good competitor here. And this is also following the book, nothing has changed. And it should keep falling from here to, uh-oh, what is this? Not this. It should fall here. I promise you, once this happens, I will show you again and I'll tell you, didn't I tell you that it's gonna fall to this level? Anyway, it's good to see dollar weakening, which indicates that the market will go up for us in crypto. Now we have USDT dominance that when we took profit was at this level. Now you can see that this support that was broken is now being retested perfectly. It could have been retested here too, but you can see that it was being retested here, and that's why I told you last night to buy Ethereum and Dogecoin and Solana and everything else in the private community that we have. So if you're willing to join there, you are most welcome. So it shows us that we are gonna go back to this level. If this time it is not going to be breaking like this, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out and wait for the price to come here, because it can. Then it can maybe fall back from here, which will testify that September is a month that we close negative historically. But things can always change, you know. It doesn't have to be exactly like what happened in the history. History does repeat itself, but not necessarily all the time. And if you see, this is going pretty well for us. The total market cap and the total 2 is also in this support level, which hasn't broken this yet. So we can expect from this smaller resistance that it has to climb back up and eventually break higher. Same for total 3. We do have a level here that was broken and it's still holding this line of resistance. We can just extend it this way by fixing it. Okay, let's see, once we are out of this, then inshallah it will be crazy alt season. We will see a lot of good things happening inside the market, a lot of good gains. Now there was a scenario like this which I have removed, which was that we need to break this level and retest that, then we will go down, which it did fall aggressively at that time, but that also confirms this, that we are again in this level that we are retesting. So what can happen from this level, Bitcoin dominance can just turn back negative and take us down, which will take altcoins back up. That is all for this chart as well. And another one that is affecting the market is gold. You can see that it's still holding this level of support it has, which if it does, then gold will outperform Bitcoin, which is fine as long as altcoins are going good, because we are mostly right now in the altcoins than Bitcoin. And you can see that I was expecting this fall, but I think in the previous video I told you that it can break this, since it is not breaking against Bitcoin. I don't know if I truly remember and if I said this, but anyways, it is breaking, and it has broken this level, and now it is going parabolic, and we can't expect it to come back down here anytime soon. This will be the level that even if it goes up, it will come to this, then it will keep on creeping up. Now what I can see is $4,000 gold coming, inshallah, very soon. Silver as well going up, but that's silver, leave that the way it is. Okay, I think we are done with today's analysis. I hope you liked it and you prepare yourself this way, because we are still in the bull market and we can still expect the prices to go up. And prepare yourselves and make money, inshallah, in a halal way. Have a good day today.